everyone, and welcome back to the Cook to Flourish Kitchen. This is Robin Cook in partnership with Where the Red Fern Grows Farms, and today we get to make a wonderful, healthy version of a holiday favorite. We're going to make a veggie stuffing. So this is going to be the end result. Doesn't it look wonderful? So here is how you're going to make it. You are first going to need to have 4 cups of cauliflower rice. So I just buy it frozen, and so you just need to get your bag out. If you have a 1-pound bag, it should take most all of that bag. So 4 cups of cauliflower rice, it's frozen, okay? Now we're gonna do some prep work here. We're gonna have some different vegetables. So you're gonna need a 1/4 cup of the kale, finely chopped or minced, kind of like you would mince a fresh herb like parsley. So a 1/4 cup of your kale. You're also going to need a 1/2 cup of minced onion and a 1/2 cup of diced celery. All right, then next you're going to need a 1/2 cup of shredded carrot, those cute little carrots from Where the Red Fern Grows. We're going to put those into our veggie stuffing. Also, you're going to need a 1/2 cup of chopped mushrooms. So I did the baby Bella. You could do white button. If you wanted to do a little bit something more exotic, you could do shiitake mushrooms, so a 1/2 cup of mushrooms. Then you're also going to need to have a 1/2 teaspoon of minced or pressed garlic, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of sage. So we have some dried sage leaves here. Then you can also do a 1/2 teaspoon of thyme that's dried parsley, pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/2 teaspoon to your taste, and then also a 1/2 teaspoon of real sea salt. Now, once you have all that prepped, we're going to get a pot out and put it on the stove. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of chicken or veggie broth. Put that up on medium-high heat. We're going to add our veggies except for the kale. We're going to save that for later. So we're going to put our larger veggies into that pot, start to stir them together with that hot broth to get those cooking. Add in our 4 cups of our cauliflower rice. Get that all cooking nice and tasty. All those colors are so beautiful. And then after about 10 minutes, you're going to add your kale, because it doesn't take very long for the kale to cook. So then stir that kale in there. Make sure everything's getting nice and melted together and softened. So everything together should take about 15 minutes to cook, 20 minutes at the longest, okay? So then you should have this beautiful veggie stuffing. Now, if you want to take it one step further, here's what you can do. So we can take a cooked acorn squash half, so it's like a bowl, and that should have cooked in the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes. So now we're going to chop that in half. We put our stuffing now into the acorn squash, and we're going to put a couple of pecans that have been chopped on the top. Put that in the oven at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes, just to give the pecans a little bit of toastiness, and then out of the oven you have this amazing stuffed veggie stuffing. So thank you all so much for joining us. God bless you and enjoy.